Nigger，get out of China，Nigger，别他妈笑了，Nigger，fuck you。
And recently, a couple weeks ago, it's come to my attention and much of the rest of the world that China is now the leading superpower. All right, economically speaking, okay, China is number one, and America is, I guess, number two. I don't know. You can't really trust the news these days. They just tell you what they want to tell you. But this was on a international outlet that China's surpassed the United States as an economic superpower and shit. And, largely due to our own efforts and shit. We sold, a lot of the businessmen over here, of a certain group have, sold out the people by moving all the jobs overseas and whatnot for pennies on the dollar so they could reap maximum benefit, maximum reward and shit. So as such, China, took the ball and ran with it and shit. They outproduce us in every sector and shit, manufacturing wise and technical and all this bullshit and, education and just everything and shit. But one thing that they run neck and neck, it's the sentiment. It's goddamn racism and shit, over there, everyone looks the same for the most part. Everyone looks the same and shit. You don't see any push to be a part of the world at large. They know who they are and shit. I ain't gonna talk about their mindset other than the racism and shit. Hey, give yourself a pat on the back, China and shit. You're number one and shit from where we sit as black people and shit. Nothing's really the same. What are we supposed to make of it and shit? You guys are the same. You guys are the same, man. I looked at the clip and I've seen a bunch of other clips. And you guys, even over there in your country, you're a protected class over here and shit because America, by and large, is afraid you'll call in your debts and just collect, clean up the monopoly board, as it were, because of bad management. But I gotta say, man, I saw you guys been doing the most, you were yelling nigger at these guys these basketball players that were coming to your country for competition. You guys were yelling nigger, Wasn't no police, directing that shit. I can't tell you how to do shit in your country because you know who you are, shit. You all look alike. It's almost like you're all brothers and sisters and shit, over there. Everyone's family is connected in some way after, thousands of years of, whatever, Hey, I was mad when I saw it. It hurt me deep, Just like the last time when you guys were fucking with those African immigrants and you wouldn't let them stay in the hotels and they were living under a bridge and they couldn't get food. A Chinese woman had to buy food for them so they wouldn't starve to death on your streets and shit. And then your government kidnapped a pregnant black woman and shit, not a foundational, a pregnant black African woman and her husband because they were denied entrance to a hospital when she went into labor. And it was bad PR, so you guys kidnapped them and shit. The baby was delivered, but you made them read a kidnapping statement and shit, so you guys wouldn't look that bad. I say, fuck it, You're the new number one and shit. But it smells the same to us and shit, okay? You give yourself a pat on the back, okay? We don't feel bad, at least intelligent members of our community, we don't feel bad when we see you guys doing this shit. We expect it and whatnot. Because you have a mental illness, much like the dominant society over here. They have a collective mental illness that they don't want to address and they can't address. They can't change. And this is why the world is fucked up. You people can't change. You can't change who you are. You can't become something more, something different. And we don't expect you to. You see, black people, especially over here in the colonies and shit, we know who you are and shit. We know. And you can't go any further, okay? You can't go any further. You have to make the best of what you got, okay? You can't change. You can't change. You guys are just stunted, with all of your achievements and your monetary gain and all the number of your citizens that are multi-millionaires and shit. I tell you, you're just losers. You're losers, man. I don't feel bad looking at this shit. It just reinforces what I already think of you guys, okay? And, furthermore, I just like to say, as I go, I give this some thought, I looked around, I watched, a lot of the culture and everything. I want to stop, Asian hate, okay? I want to stop Asian hate. And the only way I can think of after looking at shit like this and other things that I can't honestly post on this platform, I want to stop it by not engaging with you guys in any way, okay? We want to stop you. We're going to keep our little ducats to ourselves. We're going to keep our money to ourselves. We're going to try to not, get involved or go around you guys with, unless we absolutely have to. And we'll keep it a buck and shit. And you guys can keep yelling nigger and doing the most and shit. And, making these white people buck dance over here. These white politicians buck dance for you and shit. And we'll keep it a buck, man. Because we know who you are. You're fucking losers. Alright? Oh, yeah. And you guys have no culture whatsoever.